Hey everybody, it's DIY Brad here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to replace the light bulb for your brake light on your car. This particular car model is a 2010 Nissan Altima. We're going to remove this housing and we're going to get there from the inside, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, so what we're looking at now is the inside of the trunk. We have a clip here, clip there. We're just going to remove this one and this one. That should give us enough access to get inside of that housing. So first of all, what I'm going to do is just take a flathead screwdriver, pop that off. Here's a second tab. Over here we're going to slide the screwdriver under. Pull that out. And then you're just going to go ahead and want to peel back the carpet. Now you can see that exposes enough access. Where we're going to get to is right here and right here, and that'll bring us to the next step. Alright, so that's going to, just setting on a screw, it's going to pop off. Just slide it. There we go. Same thing with this one. Here's another screw that's holding on the housing. We're just going to slide that off as well. And that exposes one screw here, one screw here. Both screws are held on by a small nut. I have a 5/16 open end wrench. Just going to come in and loosen those a little bit. It really doesn't take much to loosen those at all, and then you can undo it by hand. Alright, so each mounting nut has been removed. You can see that here. It has an attached washer to it. So once you get those removed, we'll be able to remove the housing itself and get access to the light bulb. Alright, so here's the housing, and we're going to just wiggle this a little bit. There are some clips holding it in, so you're going to want to kind of pull this out in parallel with the screws that are on the other side. So those are going to slide straight out, so that's how you're going to want to remove this part right here. But note that there's a couple tabs up here, maybe a tab down here, but you're going to want to pull it straight out. Just wiggle it a little bit at a time so you don't break those tabs. Be careful with the removal and you should be fine. Alright, the housing is fully detached. Before I completely remove it, I do want to point out that with those tabs I mentioned that are underneath here, it took a little bit of force of kind of working your way down to being able to pry that out of those tab slots. Okay, so as we open up the housing, so with the housing fully removed, you can see here, there's where one screw came out of, there's the other one, and then the two tabs I was referring to are sliding into here, sliding into here. And there's actually another tab that's below, right there. Here's the light bulb. This connects to the brake light. That's the one we're going to take out and replace. It's just a quarter turn to the left. You'll hear it pop. Slide it out. There's our light bulb. We're going to take that out and slide in the new one. So obviously you can tell if your brake light's out simply by pushing the brakes. In this case, I just wanted to show you what a working light bulb looks like versus a non-working light bulb. So here's the bad one. This is the one that was replaced. You can see there's a crack or a break in the filament inside the bulb. Here's the working one. There's no break, so that one is fully functional. Here's the new bulb. Slide it right into there. There we go. Okay, here's a closer look, and where the light bulb is going to be inserted, you can see there's a notch here, a larger notch here, and a bit of a smaller notch here. Those are going to line up, as you can see, looking down. Notch here, larger notch, and then the smaller notch. You're going to want to line up those four, obviously, with the four that are seen here, and slide in, and then you're going to give it that quarter turn to lock it in. I'm going to turn it to the right. There we go. So when you're ready to put the housing back onto the car, start with the screws first, with those two holes right here, and then before you push it all the way in, make sure the other tabs are lined up with those inserts as well. Okay, so in the picture you can see on the right there's a screw, on the left there's a screw, and two associated holes. We're going to push those through. Before we put too much pressure on it, we're going to come back and line up those tabs. Okay, as we come around to the other side, there's one screw, there's the other screw, so we are in alignment. Let's check out the tabs. Alright, so very difficult to tell, but there's one tab right there. Swing it around. The other tab is right there. Those are looking good. So let's go ahead and give it a little bit more force. Get those tabs to pop in. That actually looks pretty good. Got the seal right here that's in alignment with the car. Come around here. The screws are in the hole, so let's go ahead and tighten those up with those nuts. Alright, the nuts are touching the car. I'm going to go ahead and give them a little bit tighter with that 5/16 wrench. Not too tight, not really necessary. Just make them snug. Also, we're going to slide back the electrical parts. Put those on top of the screws back where they were. Slide the carpet back into place. Of course, before you get to this point, you can go ahead and double check the light to make sure that it works. I'm pretty confident that it does, so I'm going to go ahead and attach these back to the carpet. Slide these back in. There we go. That does it. Well, that completes this video. Thanks a lot for watching on how to replace your brake light. I hope it helped, and if it did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And while you're at it, check out some of my other videos that are posted on the screen. Until then, thanks for watching DIY Brad.